Ooh, is this Ciaccona's entire kit? Bro, I will say, I think this profile picture is one of the prettiest in Wuwa. Easily. I mean, I think her, like, standard splash is, like, it's pretty, but, like, this is really pretty. I like this. This, like, frontal look that she has with her hair and her horn, like, really, really nice. I love this. This looks great. Yep, arrow pistol. There's the materials. I'm probably... Okay, wait. This is Fleur-de-Lis's mat, right? I might need to farm this. Normal attack. Perform 4 consecutive attacks dealing arrow damage. Basic attack stage 4 inflicts 1 stack of arrow erosion. I wonder if you'll ever actually use her full fucking basic chain to get a fucking arrow erosion stack. That's probably not worth it. When the first 3 stages of Ciaccona's basic attacks are interrupted by dodging, press basic attack in time to resume the attack cycle and cast the corresponding basic attack stage. This needs to be in every fucking character's kit, by the way. This needs to be in every character's kit in every action combat game. In my opinion, every action combat character and every action combat game needs to have this, where if you do like a dodge or a parry within your basic attack cycle, as long as it's within a certain time period, you could resume the cycle from there. Having to restart your cycle is so cringe. Not too unpunishing? Well, obviously, still keep it to a time frame so that you have to still execute it properly after, but like I think just losing it in its entirety makes it lame, because there's certain bosses that just attack, and you're like dodging, and you feel like you could never get into you know, like let's say your character has a basic attack 5 chain that has the big hit on it, and you never could get there, right? Which is just like annoying. Changli needs it bad, bro. It feels so bad on Changli, because you're like, okay, I'm almost getting to the fucking auto where oh nope, okay, I gotta dodge. Oh okay, oh nope, I gotta dodge. That shit is infuriating. Imagine if that just chained continuously after a dodge or a parry. It'd be really nice. After basic attack stage 4, Ciaccona starts a solo concert. If Ciaccona's a basic attack a stage 4 or solo concert ends early, proactively or being interrupted, an Ensemble Sylph is generated. Wait, okay. Oh my Jesus Christ. Okay, what the fuck? This is all in the basic attack? What the bitch? After a basic attack 4, she gets a solo concert. When Ciaccona or Ensemble Sylph performs solo concert. Oh, so the Ensemble Sylph is her like clone? I don't see it in the animation. I think it's the clone thing. Perform solo concert. They give 24% arrow damage bonus to all nearby resonators in the team. That's juicy. Damn. So maybe you do want to do her auto chain on her rotation. I really thought Ciaccona might be like an EQ character, but maybe not. Up to 2 Ensemble Sylphs may exist simultaneously. If Ciaccona's basic attack stage 4 is interrupted, the Ensemble Sylphs generated will finish the attack for Ciaccona and enter solo concert. Wow, that's nice. So if Sylphs already exist and you get a full interrupt and you don't get to finish up your chain, the Sylphs finish it anyways and you still get the solo concert. If Ciaccona's solo concert is interrupted, the Sylphs generated will continue the solo concert for Ciaccona. Wow, that is an insane amount of room for just... This is like this type of shit I would expect to be on like a S1. But nice that it's in the base kit. Aside from 2 situations mentioned above, Ensemble Sylphs generated by its resonant skill will finish Ciaccona's current attack without entering solo concert. And I'm assuming most of these probably don't fucking matter. Resonant skill. Move a certain distance, dealing arrow damage and inflicting 1 stack of arrow erosion on the target upon hit. Press normal attack in time to cast basic attack stage 2. You could skip right into stage 2 after a E. That's nice. When Ciaccona interrupts basic attack, heavy attack, or mid-air attack, or solo concert with resonant skill, an Ensemble Sylph is generated. So you could just start basic chain and just cancel it with our skill and immediately get a Sylph anyways without having to go to B4. You just get a Sylph very easily with her skill. Resonance Liberation. Ciaccona and Ensemble Sylphs perform an improvised symphonic poem together, dealing arrow damage once to nearby targets and entering recital. So is the rotation you want to do with her? Intro in. I don't know what her intro gives. Let's see what her intro gives actually first. Oh wow, her intro puts you right on stage 3 for a basic attack. Ooh, okay. So you just intro in immediately at basic attack 3, and then you basic attack 4, get the erosion stack, as well as go into the solo concert. I'm a little confused here. Okay, so if Ciaccona's basic attack stage 4 or solo concert ends early, an Ensemble Sylph is generated. So can you start basic attack 4 cancel it with her skill, and would that generate 2 Ensemble Sylphs? Because this generates an Ensemble Sylph, and then the fact that her basic attack 4 ended early creates an Ensemble Sylph as well. So would you get 2 Ensemble Sylphs by doing that? By starting basic attack 4 but then canceling with a skill? I think that's how that works. All right, let's see here. Ciaccona and Ensemble Sylphs perform an improvised symphonic poem together. When in recital, sound waves will periodically radiate around Ciaccona. Press the green or yellow to generate symphonic poem with the corresponding color and recover a certain amount of concerto energy. Switching to another resonator doesn't end recital but automatically generates matching the color
Stupid
of the
ass
last
at limit.
generated
Why you sound
symphonic
so
before
pathetic?
switching.
Did your parents forget about your existence so you want to seek attention?
There's no way you just bit message for that. Okay, whatever. Okay, a green is generated by default if no interaction input is given before switching. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Ciaccona is immune to interruption and takes 50% less damage. Exit recital by pressing Resonance Liberation again, or press switching Ciaccona back onto the field. Ensemble Sylphs can now directly grant arrow damage bonus provided by solo concert. I thought it already did here. Doesn't it say when Ciaccona or Ensemble Sylph perform solo concert, they give 24% arrow damage bonus? So why does it need this as well? Oh, just alt gives it automatically without having to do the solo concert is what you're saying? Okay, so I see what you mean. So the solo concert is initiated by completing basic attacks of 4. So instead, you could quicken the rotation by doing intro basic attack 3, start basic attack 4, cancel with E. So you get probably double Ensemble Sylphs and then alt, and then immediately get the bonus out of it without having to go into solo concert. I'm assuming that's what that means. Okay. So green tonic deals arrow damage to nearby targets and inflicts a stack of arrow erosion. Yellow deals arrow damage to nearby targets and inflicts a stack of spectral frazzle. I really don't see why she does this. Like, genuine question. What is the purpose of this? For rover conversion? Do you even need to convert if you're putting arrow erosion anyways? No, exactly. So like, what's the purpose? And like, you could say it's for Peeb, but motherfucker, Ciaccona's kit does nothing for Peeb aside from fucking giving you spectral frazzle, which you already get from main characters. So what's the fucking point? Oh, it might be. Okay, wait a second. Wait, you're right. It could be good for Weewa. Oh wait, it could actually make Peeb probably better in Weewa because you could just have it on the field and then across multiple waves it's inflicting spectral frazzle. Yeah, okay. Because like, let's be honest, spectral rover wave to wave isn't the best because you're just not gonna have the cooldowns if you're killing really fast. What the fuck is Weewa? Whimpering Wastes. Forte circuit. When there are 3 segments of musical essence, heavy attack is replaced with heavy attack quadruple downbeat. Consume all musical essence to shoot downbeat notes forward to deal arrow damage, pulling in nearby targets and inflicting 1 second arrow erosion. Okay, she has some like grouping. Can be cast mid-air. Ciaccona can hold up to 3 segments of musical essence. Casting basic attack stage 4 or intro skill recovers 1 segment of musical essence. Why do you ever want to do this? Like, I feel like her quickest rotation is to just like not even do her Forte circuit, just do her fucking basic attack 4, cancel with E, and then alt and then switch off. Concerto probably? Maybe it gives a lot of concerto. It doesn't really say anything about that. It does say, okay, there's one thing I'm interested about. So if you see here, press the green or yellow button to generate the tonic of the corresponding color and recover a certain amount of concerto energy. Does this concerto energy recovery only affect Ciaccona when she's on field? Because like low-key, if she gains concerto energy off field, that's be kind of disgusting. Can you imagine if you just ult with her and then she can just passively build concerto energy off field? If it works off field, I think that's actually really fucking cool. That's insane. That means you could just have her outro ready at will as long as you've ulted. Yeah, I think that sounds really fucking good. She sounds like she's a good fit for the Lakers. She can buff LeBron. Okay. If it works off field for the concerto buildup, that's crazy. Intro skill, outro skill. This is her outro skill is fucking arrow erosion damage dealt to targets near the active resonator is amplified by 100% for 30 seconds. Now, obviously, this is under the assumption that Cardathea is going to be doing arrow erosion damage. I'm assuming. Because, like, who else is this fucking for? No shit. I mean, who knows? We don't know, right? It could just be normal arrow damage, you know? Right, we'll see. I wish this included spectral frazzle damage. damage. Because then it would feel like she's like a multi-fit between Frazzle teams as well, but it's whatever. Because then I could actually play DPS Peeb. Because the issue with Peeb, chat, she's great to buff Zani, but she can't buff herself. I want Peeb to have a buffer to buff Peeb. Like, that would be even better. All right, combat guide. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Wait, Ciaccona has a shield? Casting Resonance Liberation?
Meow.
Okay, no, it's just for herself. Perform basic attack stage 4. She's a buffer, doofus head ass. Yeah, that's joke's on you. I'm gonna do a Ciaccona solo. No, I'm not doing that. Perform basic attack stage 4 or cast intro skill to restore Forte gauge. When the Forte gauge is full, perform enhanced heavy and pull in nearby targets. Interrupting Ciaccona's basic attack 4 or casting resonance skill to interrupt some of the normal attacks will generate an Ensemble Sylph. I need to see what her basic attack 4 is. So like, can you just start doing basic attack 4 and just dodge out of it and then it just makes a Sylph? Or can I do the basic attack 4 and then on the 4th one just E as well and then it generates 2 Ensemble Sylphs? Up to 2 Ensemble Sylphs may exist simultaneously while entering solo concert. Ciaccona or her Ensemble Sylphs grant arrow damage bonus to all Resonators in the team. After casting Resonance Liberation, press the interactive button at the right time to inflict Spectral Frazzle or Arrow Erosion. You don't have to press a button. You don't actually have to interact with this at all if you're playing an arrow team because it automatically goes to your arrow. Switching Resonators will not end this effect early. Yeah, realistically, if you're playing a arrow team, you don't have to fucking press anything. Because it says here that a green tonic is generated by default if no interaction input is given before switching. So if you just don't fucking press anything after alt, it automatically goes to arrow. Should I get Ciaccona if I'm a Peeb main then? I'm gonna be honest, the only place I think Ciaccona even fucking is necessary for Peeb, or like, I don't even want to say necessary, but good for Peeb is Weewa. That's it. I don't see a reason to have Ciaccona in any other content because you don't really need it. Right, Spectral Rover is enough for TOA, Hologram, and all the other combat modes. We was like the only one, so is Ciaccona worth getting? I think Ciaccona's gonna be really good for Cardathea, but I don't think she'll be necessary. Obviously, the outro buff is fat, but like, I'm sure Cardathea's perfectly fine without Ciaccona. Who are we playing Ciaccona with before Cart? Nobody. Outside of Peeb for wave content. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Her outro should have been an increased damage for every debuff, or at least for Spectral Erosion. That's what I thought. I thought her outro should also be for Spectral Frazzle damage and Arrow Erosion damage, but it would be a little busted if you think about it then. Because like, imagine if you ran a Zani team with Peeb and Ciaccona, that would probably be a little disgusting because then you would have like an insane amount of fucking boost. So I get why they didn't do it. It would be ridiculous. Zani would get way too strong. Okay, and well, Narukami, then the Wuthering Waves would have power. That way they would make 15 to 15% instead of the pure 30. Maybe. I hope Cart isn't reliant on her because I hope Cardathea isn't reliant on her either. I don't really want another. I mean, listen, I ain't mad about the Peeb Zani case. I think that's fine, but I don't know. I like characters being less reliant on other characters. Maybe because I like doing solos. Right? As someone who likes doing solos, I prefer a character being able to uphold themselves independently, and then having supports just makes them even better. Like that's me. Like, this is why I actually don't mind Peeb. Because a lot of people are like, oh my god, Peeb does nothing solo. Bitch, just do a fucking just do a goddamn Frazzle rotation or a Confessor rotation before you go into Absolution. Technically, you could still do really well with Peeb solo, right? Obviously, it'll just take longer, but you know, you could preset it up because you could go into Confessor state before you start a battle. Yours S6, you wouldn't understand. What do you mean? I fucking played my Peeb S0, motherfucker. I think Ciaccona's might actually be the prettiest profile in the game right now. This is like fire, bro. I like it a lot. Like the only other one I would maybe think, maybe the Jinshi skin one. Like I like this one a lot. It fills up the space very well too with the addition of the flowers and stuff. I like Camellia's. Carlotta's is very pretty as well, but I don't know. This is just, I wish the horns went all the way though. Imagine if they didn't cut off the horns and let it like stick out beyond. That would be nice.